Welcome back everyone. Today we're breaking down the absolute best moments from the Testaments, featuring one of the most terrifying, complicated, and unexpectedly brilliant characters in the entire Gilead universe, Aunt Lydia, because whether you love her or hate her, there is no denying that Aunt Lydia completely steals every scene she appears in, and by the end of the story, she becomes one of the most important people responsible for Gilead's downfall. Right from the beginning, Aunt Lydia presents herself as the loyal servant of Gilead, a woman obsessed with discipline, obedience, and control. But what makes her character so fascinating in the Testaments is the slow realization that she is hiding far more than anyone suspects. Because beneath the cold expressions and cruel punishments is someone quietly planning revenge against the very system she helped create. One of Lydia's greatest moments happens when she secretly begins collecting classified information about the commanders, storing dangerous secrets that could destroy the entire regime if exposed. And these scenes instantly change the way viewers see her, because suddenly she is no longer just a villain, she becomes a master strategist playing the most dangerous game imaginable inside Gilead. Another unforgettable moment comes whenever Lydia protects Agnes in subtle ways that nobody around her fully understands, because even though Lydia rarely shows affection openly, her actions reveal that she knows exactly how brutal Gilead truly is for young women, and she desperately wants Agnes to avoid becoming another victim trapped inside the system forever. One of the most intense scenes in the story is when Lydia manipulates powerful commanders during private conversations, pretending to obey them while secretly gathering leverage against them at the same time. And these moments are incredible because they prove that Lydia understands power better than almost anyone else in Gilead, using intelligence instead of brute force to survive. There's also a chilling moment where Lydia reminds everyone why she remains one of the most feared women in Gilead, because even while secretly working against the regime, she still knows how to command fear instantly with nothing more than a look, a whisper, or a carefully chosen threat. And those scenes perfectly capture the terrifying authority she built over the years. But what truly makes Aunt Lydia unforgettable are the emotional cracks beneath her hard exterior, especially during scenes where she reflects on the suffering she helped create. Because for the first time viewers begin to see guilt, regret, and even shame hidden underneath her strict religious image, and those quieter moments add so much depth to her character. One especially powerful sequence happens when Lydia realizes the future of Gilead may finally be collapsing, because instead of panicking, she becomes even more dangerous, carefully moving pieces into place like a chess master preparing for the final move. And the tension during these scenes is unbelievable, since one mistake could get her executed immediately. The relationship between Lydia and the younger girls is also one of the strongest parts of the Testaments, because she constantly walks the line between protector and oppressor, making viewers question whether her actions are motivated by survival, redemption, or genuine care. And honestly, that moral complexity is what makes her one of the most fascinating characters in the entire franchise. Then comes the massive turning point, where Lydia's secret plans begin directly weakening Gilead from the inside, and suddenly all the small manipulations, hidden documents, and dangerous risks finally start paying off, proving that while the commanders believed they controlled everything, one of the system's own architects was quietly preparing its destruction the entire time. What makes these scenes even better is the emotional irony behind them, because the same woman once responsible for enforcing Gilead's cruelty becomes one of the key reasons the regime begins to fall apart. And that transformation turns Aunt Lydia from a simple antagonist into one of the most layered and unforgettable characters in modern dystopian television. By the end of the Testaments, Aunt Lydia leaves behind a legacy filled with contradictions, because she is simultaneously a villain, survivor, manipulator, revolutionary, and tragic figure all at once. And honestly, very few characters manage to create that level of emotional conflict for viewers. And that's exactly why Aunt Lydia has some of the best moments in the Testaments, because every scene involving her carries tension, intelligence, fear, and emotional weight that keeps audiences completely locked in from start to finish. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below with your favorite Aunt Lydia moment from the Testaments, because there are honestly so many unforgettable scenes to choose from, and we'll be covering even more spoilers, theories, and hidden details very soon.